for more on this, let's speak with Lama Fakih herself, and she's a crisis and conflict director at Human Rights Watch. Welcome to the programme. So good to have you on. Lama, this is absolutely shocking. I understand this happened when you were investigating the Beirut 2020 port explosion, and you found out because Apple sent you a notification that you were a victim of, quote, a state-sponsored attack on your phone. How did you feel?
Absolutely. I was actually sitting at this desk when I received the notification from Apple. And even though in my line of work, I know that governments go after human rights defenders, I really was still shocked and, of course, devastated to know that I had been subjected to an attack like this, and immediately just overcome with all of the potential implications for my work, for my security, for the security of all of my contacts and the people in my network.
And just from a technical point of view, how does the spyware even get onto your phone? Do you know?
So one of the most nefarious things about this attack and these types of attacks is that the user, the sort of owner of the device, doesn't have to do anything to initiate the attack. So they're called zero-click attacks, which means I didn't have to do anything like click on a link for the attack to begin. The spyware just quietly was installed onto my device, and once it was there, it could harvest any of the data on the device, and it could also start the mic or start the camera and spy on me in real time. So if I had not received this Apple notification, I most likely would have never known that I was attacked, 5 times in this past spring and summer.
Wow, that really is shocking. And do you know, Lama, who is responsible and why?
Unfortunately, those are just, some of the many questions that are still unanswered. I do not know which government was responsible for this attack. Because of the nature of my work, I work on crisis and conflict around the world. But at the time of the attack, the thing that I was working most intensively on was the Beirut blast investigation. We did subsequently release our report about culpability for the Beirut blast in August, and shortly afterwards, the attacks did stop. At the same time, even if it was related to the blast, I can't say definitively which government was responsible. There are a number of suspected NSO clients that could have been responsible for this attack.
And how has this impacted your work, Lama? Because your job is to defend the rights of people, and now your rights have been, invaded there, impacted.
Look, these attacks are intimidating. They do make our work harder. They make it riskier. There are individuals that have been detained, individuals that have been tortured, people have been killed after they or someone they know have been subjected to these spyware attacks. So the impact of these attacks on our work and our personal security is very real and very dire. I think, that we see that repressive governments are trying to use spyware not just to collect intelligence, but also to intimidate. But myself and hundreds of others like me, we're going to continue to do our work to continue to try to do everything we can to keep our sources safe. And the reason why we are pushing for countries to move forward with a suspension of the trade in surveillance technologies until a rights-respecting regulatory framework is in place is because short of changing the laws that govern the sale of this technology, we're going to continue to see attacks like this.
That's terrible. It really is. Lama Fakih, I wish you, and everybody wishes you the best of luck with the work you're doing. Good luck. Thank you so much for making time for us today on TRT World.